here on some real rap shit. We got H.E.Z.Y and Sockjus. What y'all think?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
So we here with the mayor of Moval. So
Yeah.
yeah. Growing up in Moval, I mean, I feel like most people, it's a different environment when it comes to the type of music that they listen to, rather than the type of like rap or hip hop that you guys are more into. Like tapping into, you guys aren't scared to branch out genre wise. Did that ever make you a little hesitant to like show people around you your music?
Dude, low key, yeah, because a lot of people are just making like California sounding music out there. They're not necessarily thinking about music, they're just thinking about, I don't know, making a lit song, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, like, it definitely took a while for people to like, for my music to come around. I feel like because of that, it just wasn't like, super popular at the time. But,
Yeah, light it, bro.
Yeah, bro. All right, bet. H.E.Z.Y, where'd you grow up? What was your upbringing?
Mid-City, bro, I'm running for mayor from Mid-City. You know, Mid-City, Los Angeles. Similar to you, similar to Moval, I feel like Mid-City has a type of artist that created a soundscape or are part of a soundscape that is more based in like the soul samples and the jazz eclectic vibe. So it's also an opportunity to be able to branch out into different sounds. And I think for me, being in Mid-City, bro, creating the music I wanted to do was it was a lot easier to emulate and want to kind of like when you first started in rap, trying to sound like certain types. You got like the Earls and Lady Blues, and then even on some other shit like you got like the Knockhill Smiths and who else from Mid-City, or even like
I didn't even know
LA
that.
in general.
I
Like
didn't even know
Tyler
all those
Creator and
folks
shit.
from
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So all these folks is from Mid-City, and it's similar to the soundscape of like Brooklyn. I'm good, bro. I got my little.
Oh yeah.
They don't know
Yeah,
the lore
man.
yet, man.
That's Mid-City born and raised, bro.
Yeah, I feel like both of you guys being like, you know, not scared to tap into that soul aesthetic. You're always gonna get branched into that, you know, like Earl sweatshirt type. But
Yeah,
is that?
for sure.
Do y'all feel like that's a bad thing? You know, I feel like it's.
I mean,
What's your opinion? I got
I
opinion
don't-
about that.
I don't mind it. Look, because at the end of the day, people are remembering you for some reason, and I can always make new stuff, make different stuff to like change that opinion on me.
Yeah.
The opinion is only the opinion at that moment. Like you can always like evolve and make different shit. Like, look at Mac Miller, bro. He was like what? One of those what were those
Like,
rappers that?
It's just like that white boy Asher Raw.
Yeah,
yeah.
he was the Asher Rod type shit. He grew out of that. Like he evolved
Exactly,
past
yeah.
that.
The fat rap.
The frat
Exactly,
rap.
yeah,
There you
yeah.
go. So I don't really mind that, like, that box, because like I know eventually motherfuckers is gonna break out of that shit.
They're gonna realize like it's more to that, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah. But time.
I think with artist comparisons, it happens a lot. It's the easiest way for the consumer to describe a new thing to something that they're used to. For better or for worse, oftentimes artists intentionally do what they can to sound like an artist. Like you got like a lot of niggas that intentionally try to sound like
sounds,
her.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
When I was first starting to rap, for real, I was just like, oh, I'm rapping on Earl Sweatshirt type beats, and, like
Yeah.
Mike type beats, and, you know. And I think if you're an artist like myself, or like my boy Sock, or like all the homies, I think as a rapper, everyone kind of starts off trying to like you probably rapping like Jay-Z or you like MF Doom.
You
or
trying to
like
rap
Wu-Tang.
who you
try to rap like
who
that.
you listen to.
Then if you like really doing it and growing, you understand niggas have that journey of finding their own sound or whatever. You kind of create what you want, and then it kind of just becomes like the umbrella of Earl Sweatshirt, but really the umbrella of MF Doom. That's how like niggas. It's the umbrella of MF Doom and Quasimodo and
Madlib,
Dilla
all
and them
those
niggas,
people, yeah.
you know, Alchemist doing that shit. Yeah, and nowadays I find myself very much like moving away sonically from just like strictly Earl shit. Because even if you think of like a generic, when you think about Earl, you're thinking about like me and the homies call it dusty rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Niggas is dusty, but no retwist and whatever the fuck. But now them niggas also are just doing all
different
types
shit.
of cool,
They-
swagged out shit.
Yeah.
So
For real. You can't compare, like, people are gonna branch it in, but if you look at all these artists, if you look at their latest project to their first ones, there's a clear evolution. So
yeah.
the umbrella effect at the end of the day, it
100%.
doesn't mean anything. It's just a way to, like you said, prescribe it
Yeah,
easier.
listen, North Star. It's a North Star.
You're always gonna be looking forward type
Hell
shit.
yeah. So I think it's up to the artist to break the allegation of like being, if you want to forever be called like you sound like this nigga, and that's just you.
And
If
you're
you,
always
like-
gonna hit a ceiling when you don't evolve. Like
Yeah,
people can get tired of the clone.
because you can always go to the source
shit.
material. Like I don't want to hear a nigga that sound like Andre 3000. I just listen to Andre.
Yeah, nobody's gonna do 100, but
But they ain't no Sockjus, ain't no
Yeah.
H.E.Z.Y nowadays. So
type
that's
shit.
that's what we moving.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good general basis for like all senses of like creative exposure. I mean, like imitation is gonna eventually spark the best creativity. You know, if you look at great people, you're eventually gonna want to do great.
I mean, bro. All art is not. This is the philosophy. It's not like a truth, but I believe like all art is just growing on top of the next thing. It's kind of stealing what you like and then changing it to your way. Like maybe you're a jazz artist, and then you travel to Cuba, and all of a sudden you make Cuban bebop, and then that's a new genre. Like, really, that's how music evolves, and that's how art evolves. That's how things continue to happen. And like I said, it's up to the individual to take the inspiration and make that change. Because they say imitation is the best form of flattery. So if you are doing that and also paying your dues, not just like straight up stealing and being like, this is a crown, this is not Basquiat, this is me. When it's very much literally like the exact same. It's not Basquiat. I have 5 points, not 4. Like nigga, bro, you're stealing this shit. So I think that's hyper important when it comes to the individual, like the individuality of an artist.
So for H.E.Z.Y, what's your relation with Cuba?
Oh, so I was just in Cuba. Shout out my Santiagueros. I said it. I've had the best time of my life. I was in Cuba recently. My mom was born in Santiago, so I'm Cuban, half Cuban. It is a deeply spiritual and like artistic country. Yeah, I didn't even realize how much influence Cuban music has on the landscape of American jazz. Wow. Which then branches out into like, the music we listen to today. It's pretty crazy.
You think it's good to go, how people go to like you, for instance, you go back to your motherland and you listen to your music. Is it like, music is like a essential part of you, right? So it's good as a person to pick where you from into your music.
Exactly. So yeah, 100%.
So exactly, like music is like a baby in a sense. You put a little bit of yourself into it, it starts growing into what it's gonna
Dude,
That's a fact. That's
I wrote some shit. I wrote some shit. Like I was journaling one time, and I had lost an album, bro. And I wrote it. I was like, bro, like I just lost my baby, and that's like, it's facts, bro. You're making it a baby.
It's a creation. It's art.
You're making a baby, bro.
Like, it's an expression of yourself that is gonna speak for itself as well. Everyone's gonna have their own interpretation of what you're creating.
So that's why I'm saying when you went back to Cuba and you sat there listening to music right where it's from, did you feel like, all right, like, did you want to go make a song kind of similar?
God bless my mom. She always kept. I grew up in like a Cuban household. You know what I mean? Like we listened to Cuban music growing up, Cuban rap, Cuban jazz, like the Francisco Agabelas and the Orishas, and also like with like the spirituality of like understanding the Orishas and knowing the importance of what we believe in. It was good to like go to the source value and really understand it and touch it and feel it. In my music, like in the new stuff I'm working on now, I've always intended to have like those influences, whether I'm like sample chopping a certain bata beat or whatever. That is gonna happen. And, like I reference it in the music and the lyrics all the time for myself, listening and paying attention. But sonically, at least you can say in the future, as of like today, you'll be hearing some like more Cuban inspired shit. So at least from H.E.Z.Y.
I'm working on a bilingual project, bro. So
that's what
I have a bunch of like Mexican samples and shit, a bunch of like bolero samples. It's fucking crazy. No, it's shit that like for example songs that I'm a fan of and shit, or like I grew up around. Like I'll flip them. There's so many kids that are like bilingual like us that don't have like that type of music to relate to. Like you can only really listen to like something that's made in Mexico or something that's like made here.
So in your last interview, you had talked a little bit about a project with you, Rob G, and Camel Coral.
Damn.
Yeah, we got any expectations of that to ever see the light of day?
We might, bro. We still be making music and shit together.
Yeah, so. And on top of that, we gonna see any shit with all of y'all? H.E.Z.Y?
H.E.Z.Y album coming soon.
Yeah, that's a question I was gonna ask. Your debut.
We it's gonna be. I have a date for y'all a lot sooner than later. A lot sooner than later.
Yeah.
What gave more traction, singles or when y'all do albums?
Man, you know what, bro? This is my own opinion. This is in this regards to like the internet. And like being an artist, bro, I just my personal thing. Cause niggas try to like niggas live off of music. You know what I mean? Like, niggas gotta like pay bills and you gotta get streams and make money, show your engagement. Me personally, bro, I stopped giving a fuck about my engagement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm just putting out the shit for the sake of making this shit, and that it was made and it's good quality. And then I feel like I just trust that whoever's gonna hear it is gonna hear it and fuck with it. And however, whatever number that is represented by that, I don't give a fuck
Numbers
anymore. I had to learn that. I was like, you know what? I can spend all this time tweeting. I don't got a whole lot of streams. And then I was like, you know what? Or just like the
music's gonna be lame at that point, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not gonna.
it's not gonna be fun.
So how'd y'all connect? Like, what was the connection point?
Shout out my nigga Cam Coro.
Yeah.
Love you, Cam.
Hey, you better be here tonight, motherfucker.
Oh, me,
Oh,
bro.
God. If you're not here tonight, bro,
Cam,
get your ass over here,
Cam
Cam.
is a cool nigga now, bro. Cam know everybody, nigga. Damn, I ain't gonna say who we know. You don't know Cam, you ain't doing shit in the music industry.
Oh God! Hey, if you don't know Cam, you haven't been
Is
around.
Cam
bro.
who kind of connected you to like
Cam Mayor of
my
LA.
favorite color and like those type of folk and whatnot?
Huh?
Would Cam be the one who like connected you also to like my favorite color, like those
No,
folk
no,
and
no.
whatnot?
I'm bullshitting because I'll connect the Cam to everybody he knows in LA.
Yeah,
But now it's just Cam.
Nah, Cam's cold, bro. Shout out Cam, bro. You
Nah, my
deserve
nigga.
all the flowers you getting, bro. No
Yeah,
cap,
no, you
bro.
do.
No cap.
I appreciate y'all time. Heavy.
Thank you, bro. Yeah,
Wait till dreams ain't pirate shit. You probably feeling proud of me. I couldn't get complacent. Not for me. I need the currency.